You are Echo Based Network. Welcome back to the show, guys. I am the coach, and he is Nicholas Glenn.
Hey, guys.
We are really excited, guys. So many things have been going well. So many things have been happening. Everything's not been good in the world of Star Wars, and we're going to kind of take a break from the investor series or the investor call that just happened yesterday. We did cover that in Nick's birthday live stream last night. That was an awesome show.
Yep, thanks again to everybody that showed up for that.
Absolutely. But what we're going to focus on today is there's an insider who is claiming that a Luke Skywalker series is indeed happening. Now, we put a question mark there at the end of that because this is just an insider claiming. But we do want to dig into the articles. So, Nick, as we switch our focus over to the actual article, this actually gets really kind of funny because this is the article that grabbed my attention. This is Inside the Magic, and I wasn't even going to report on this. This is the first article that I saw, Inside the Magic, and they are quoting or citing this article here, Wiki of Nerds. So I started the falling down the rabbit hole, chasing the rabbit. I go to Wiki of Nerds, and then Wiki of Nerds actually leads us to the actual first secondary source, not the primary source, the secondary source. And it's Giant Freaking Robot. And the title here, exclusive Luke Skywalker solo series in development for Disney Plus. Luke Skywalker series, not a Luke Skywalker and Han Solo series. And just to avoid anybody's wishful thinking there. So you scroll down, and it's a short article, so we're going to go through it kind of quickly, guys. So, and then we're going to get your commentary and thoughts here, Nick. So it says, Luke Skywalker will always be a crucial component to the world of Star Wars. The character was the original protagonist in the 1977 film that kickstarted the entire sprawling franchise, and his presence continues to be felt in the series all the way up to a surprising reveal in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. There will always be a place for the son of Anakin Skywalker when it comes to more Star Wars stories, and we have gotten a hold of some exclusive information that says the Jedi Master is once again poised to play a pivotal role in the franchise's future. According to our trusted inside source, the same one that has provided Giant Freaking Robot with multiple confirmed exclusive scoops that have included Bruce Campbell's appearing for a cameo in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and Chloe Bennett returning as Quake for a new Marvel series, Luke Skywalker is going to get his own solo series over on the streaming service Disney Plus. The plan is to set the show during some point after Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. We could not confirm exactly when this would be in relation to what we have seen in The Mandalorian so far, or if this series would be an extension of whatever we end up seeing of Luke in The Mandalorian Season 3. All we know is that it will take place sometime between Return of the Jedi and Luke's decision to exile himself to the planet of Ahch-To. This period of Luke Skywalker's life was thoroughly examined in the now defunct expanded universe, so it will be interesting to see if this proposed series will try and pull any storylines from those novels. Disney has made it clear that they are okay with taking characters and ideas that originated in the expanded universe and putting them into the official canon. They have done this with Grand Admiral Thrawn and the Dark Troopers. There are certainly plenty of potential plots and characters that would make sense in a series that centered around Luke Skywalker. Perhaps this will be how Disney finally integrates fan-favorite character Mara Jade into the legitimate canon of Star Wars. And the article finishes here, guys. There's certainly plenty of ground to cover between where we left Luke Skywalker at the end of the Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and what we learned about his journey in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, the Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. The establishment of this new Jedi Temple has yet to be fully explored, so we are guessing that this new Disney Plus series will be focusing on how he founded that, some of the relationships he had with his students, and possibly even show us more of the story between him and Ben Solo. The sky is the limit as far as the era of the Star Wars universe is concerned. Will this mean recasting Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker? Could fans finally see Sebastian Stan in the role? Or will Disney commit to a deepfake de-aging process for the entire series? We will be following this story very closely. So, Nick, the article basically goes into theories. What's this going to be about? It's going to be sometime between Return of the Jedi and Episode 7. Or actually, not between Episode 7, to the moment Luke decided, I am exiling myself. So one thing
Right.
that I thought was interesting about it is that the thing that's most hopeful for me, they are citing their source. It's a source that they cannot name, but the source has been right on multiple occasions. They even talk about those occasions. This is a confirmed source from them that they trust and believe in. And this is good news. And what I want to do, Nick, is go through a couple of points. And, these were things that off the top of my head that I thought were good things. And we call this Coach's Points of Reason. And the point of reason number one, that Luke Skywalker's returning is a good thing and could indeed quite be happening, guys. Like, we think this is actually going to happen. Number one, assume that Disney is in fact watching. They are watching us, guys. They know how big of a moment the return of Luke Skywalker was. And you're getting articles like this, and it's not just one article. There's news all over the place. And it goes back months. It goes back actually beyond. There were rumors, Nick, of Luke Skywalker's series coming out before Chapter 16 even happened. And once that happened, this thing really got traction. Now, we've been distracted about this of late with all the negativity. But we have to assume, Nick, that Disney is in fact watching. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, they're 100% definitely watching. There's nothing to make me believe that they're not. And another thing is, after the fan reaction of the return of Luke Skywalker and Mandalorian, and how pumped and excited fans were, I don't see how they couldn't do this series. So I think it's for sure happening. Now, whether or not it's good or not is another story, another question. But I do think that it's for sure going to happen. I would imagine that it's probably going to take place after Mandalorian season 2 finale. So I'm guessing Grogu's going to be there, because that's a cash cow for them. They're going to want to include Grogu in there. So that's the time frame I'm thinking. But I honestly don't want to see any connection with the sequel trilogy in the show. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. But
what's really interesting? You just said that Grogu is the cash cow. That he's the cash cow in this thing.
Yeah.
And that's what's interesting about this thing, is that now you have to assume that Disney knows Luke is a cash cow as well. So you got the two cash
100%.
cows. You got the original fans, and then you got all the, oh, Baby Yoda's so cute. You got all those people too.
Yeah.
So that's a win-win right there. And you're making everybody happy. So, absolutely. I think it's happening as well. Nick, point number 2. Bob Chapek, just yesterday in the investors call that was on March the 9th, he went on and on and on and raved about the importance and the impact that Disney Plus has had. Many of the investors did as well. It stands to reason, Nick, that the number one show that they could potentially have on Disney Plus and even in the world could in fact be a Luke Skywalker series. Why would they not want to have that on Disney Plus?
Yeah, I mean, if they do this, we're definitely getting it in a TV show format on Disney Plus. This isn't going to be in the theaters. This is 100% going on Disney Plus. I don't see them doing it any other way. And it makes sense from their standpoint, because when you're trying to put a film together for theatrical release, you're limited because you need to keep it at a certain time frame. For example, the Snyder Cut, that's going to be 4 hours long. they wouldn't. The studio's not going to release that in the theater.
Yes,
You know,
that's right.
in the Luke series, I mean, can you imagine if they took Cobra Kai and made it into a movie, like the first Cobra Kai movie, or the first season of Cobra Kai?
Right.
They would have had to cut out so much of that show
Yeah.
and so much character development and so much of that. So the fact that it's going to TV and we're going to get episodes and they're going to be able to dive more into character development and that sort of stuff, I think is a good thing for Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
So here is the third point of reason, and I put deepfake versus Sebastian. The deep faking Mark Hamill versus recasting with Sebastian Stan. The article actually mentioned that fans could finally get what they want, Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker. Now, everybody has an opinion about this. My take is a little bit unique, maybe. I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait to get yours. This is something I actually don't know. I don't know how you feel about this. Normally, you don't even have to tell me. I already know.
Yeah.
This one is, and it's the same for you too. You spoke for me in the live stream last night when I wasn't even there. You said, "Oh, Coach, 100%. I already know. We don't have to ask him."
Yep.
I don't know how you're going to feel about this. If it comes down to the choice, I would choose deep faking and using Hamill. However, ultimately, I don't care. I don't care. If we're getting a Luke Skywalker series, go either way. Go the way that you think best. Actually, do this. Ask Jon Favreau what to do. and I will trust his expertise.
Yeah.
What do you say?
So I'm with you on the deep fake, because if you go, I just watched a golf video yesterday of Tom Cruise out playing golf and talking to the camera, and it looked and sounded exactly like him. But the person who was there, it obviously wasn't really Tom Cruise. That deep fake stuff can be done so well. Like if you've seen the George Lucas stuff on Collider's channel,
It's hilarious.
I mean, his face, his voice, the way he talks is like perfect.
Yeah.
Hamill's a little too old to actually play in the role, I think, and to be able to do the stuff that Luke at that point in time would be able to do. I would definitely like to see him have a part in it, some way, shape, or form, for sure.
Well, if they deep fake, he's gonna be the voice, right?
Well, his voice is different from back then too. It doesn't sound the same.
But he's
so
a voice
I'm not
actor.
sure how they're going to go about doing that. Yeah.
Well, how do you think he sounded in Chapter 16?
I
liked it.
They definitely did some tweaking. I could tell there was some audio tweaking done on the voice. If they can tighten that up and make that just a little bit better, I think that would be fine. But something else, and I actually just thought about this, they could actually put Hamill in a role in the future, like before The Force Awakens, before he goes to the island to be a hermit and all that sort of stuff, and have him basically be the narrator of the story of whatever the series is going to be about. So he's actually, it bounces back and forth. So I'm guessing you don't watch Better Call Saul. I'm guessing you've never seen that show. But for people out there that do watch that show, you guys will know what I'm talking about. That they show Saul Goodman in the future after Breaking Bad, and it's going back and telling the story of him coming up, and it bounces between the two different timelines. So they could definitely still have Mark Hamill be involved in this for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a cool twist to do that. But I definitely would rather see a deep fake. They got to nail the voice. And I don't really care who plays him. It's just gotta the physique of him's got to look like Luke from Return of the Jedi. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's Sebastian Stan or whoever. Whoever can do that and is a good actor. And then deepfake Hamill's face from Return of the Jedi on there. I mean, I'm down for all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, that's going to take us to the next point, which is there's been a lot of bad things happening, Nick. There's been a lot of bad news
Yeah.
ever since Chapter 16,
Mm-hmm.
and we've talked about this over and over again. Ever since Chapter 16 happened and we had that brief moment of unity and happiness and joy, it's been destroyed. And it's been destroyed from within.
Yep.
Not from the outside, not from the fandom. It's been destroyed by decisions made by Lucasfilm. And if we get
Yep.
a Luke Skywalker series, that's the Luke Skywalker the majority of the fans want, it will go a great way in beginning the healing process.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I already know just from reading our comment section, there's not going to be any healing process for a lot of fans out there until Kathleen Kennedy is gone out of there.
That's true.
Like, there's a lot of fans out there, even if we get this Luke Skywalker show, who will literally refuse to watch it because of the stuff that they've done to Gina Carano, decision making done on Lucas Film's part, the decisions by Kathleen Kennedy. The fans will literally tune out and not watch it. Now, I'm not going to give Disney any of my money, and I haven't, other than my one ticket to Rise of Skywalker to review for the channel. So I didn't have any Disney Plus to cancel or anything like that. I haven't given them money since The Last Jedi. But I'm still going to watch it without giving them my money. For sure, I'm going to watch all the shows that are coming out, and judge them based on how I feel after I actually watch them. But yeah, there's a lot of fans out there that literally will not watch it, even if it's getting good reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, "Man, this show is awesome. All this stuff's going on." Fans will still refuse to watch it till there's a change in management over there,
right?
And that's the other side of it. Because Disney has to, I mean, I don't know how they couldn't understand this by this point in time. So hopefully, she'll be out of there come fall. We'll get news of this Luke show. It'll come out maybe the end of December 2022 or something, maybe. But if they're gonna do it and have Hamill involved, they need to jump on it pretty quick. Because I mean, he's not getting any younger, and the sooner they can get this done and try to get him included in it, the better.
I would have to imagine that if we do get a Luke Skywalker series, and I think that we will, it's going to be very similar to what we have right now with the Kenobi series. The Kenobi series is going to be one season. 6 episodes. That's it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the kind of Luke Skywalker show that we get. 1 or 2 seasons max. But that void that we need filled will be filled. I hope. Now, for me to reply to what you were saying, I definitely understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree at all with anything that you said. I think that a Luke Skywalker series, whether Kathleen Kennedy is there or not, is going to have a positive impact on Star Wars and the fandom. It's just to what degree is the impact going to take or going to have. If there's new management and we get a Luke Skywalker series, it's obviously going to have a much greater impact. Obviously.
Yeah. And if Filoni and Favreau are involved in it, is going to be a plus.
Yeah.
If it's done well and it respects the character, because rumor has it Favreau was not a fan of The Last Jedi, was not a fan of the treatment of Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
He wants to fix that character. He wants to fix that character for the fans.
Yeah.
And that's why, despite all the dumb crap that Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm has done, I support Dave and John for at least
Absolutely.
their efforts. At least their efforts of wanting to try to fix this for the fans. You got to respect that, whether you like them or not. So
they've given us the only good live action Star Wars that we've had since since 2005.
Yeah. Especially with that last episode, for sure. That was better than I mean, the last 30 minutes of Rogue One was the best theatrical stuff that Disney's given us. And then this is the first Star Wars show that we've gotten. And overall, for me, the show was an A, but the that last episode, I mean, A++ all the way.
Yeah, I was about to say that A++.
Yeah.
All right, the last thing for us guys is Coach's Points of Reason number 5, the Book of Boba Fett. We didn't see it coming. It was a total surprise. And Nick, if they're gonna make a series about Boba Fett, you got to make one about Luke Skywalker. Are you serious? And
Yeah.
if you go back 5 years ago, before The Last Jedi, before all that debacle, you would have assumed that a Luke Skywalker series would be a given, not a Boba Fett series. And they've made the Boba Fett series a reality, and we're buying it. We get it. We're looking forward to it. Most of us.
Well, plus on top of that, George Lucas always said Boba Fett's dead. He died in the Sarlacc pit. The EU is not Star Wars canon. So nobody was really expecting that. But they brought him back. Fans loved it. I think most fans are looking forward to the show. I hope it's good. And so, yeah, if they're going to take a side character that had very small part to play in the original trilogy, and they're going to do an Obi-Wan series, with Ewan McGregor from the prequels. I don't see how they don't do a Luke series. I 100% believe this is going to happen.
Yep. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us. We want you to let us know in the comments below, what do you think about a Luke Skywalker series? Would you support such a series right now, or would you wait until there's new management at Lucasfilm, just like Nick suggested? What kind of impact do you think a Luke Skywalker series would have on Star Wars and the fandom? Guys, before we completely get out of here, just about 3 weeks ago, we put together a fan-made, I say fan-made because it was made by us, trailer for the Luke Skywalker series, using clips, and it's a little mashup. I think that you guys will enjoy it. We're going to give you guys like a 30-second preview of that. If you'd like to see that, we'll have it linked in the description below, and you can go back and watch that episode. It's only 3.5 minutes long. So hope you enjoy this, and as always, I am the coach. He is Nick. You are Echo Base Network, and we are out.
See you guys on the next video.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.